When it comes to trucks, flashy features and big horsepower numbers might steal the headlines, but reliability is what truly earns loyalty. Because when you're 100,000 miles deep into hauling, towing, or just daily driving, the only thing that matters is whether your truck starts up strong every morning without a fuss. Over the years, a handful of American-built pickups have proven they can go the distance. These trucks don't just last, but they thrive under pressure. Here are the top 10 most reliable American trucks of all time. Number 10, the 2015 Ford F-250 Super Duty. Now, by 2015, Ford had already mastered the art of building heavy-duty trucks, but this particular version of the F-250 hit a rare sweet spot. Instead of going with the pricier and more complex diesel option, many buyers chose the 6.2-liter gas-powered V8, and it paid off in reliability. The engine was tough, straightforward, and relatively easy to maintain, especially compared to the diesel variants that sometimes came with finicky emission systems and higher repair bills. The truck was built with work in mind. Whether it was towing trailers, hauling lumber, or serving as a daily driver for a construction crew, the 2015 F-250 with the gas V8 didn't flinch. It had a solid reputation for going 200,000 plus miles with just regular maintenance, and its rugged chassis could handle just about anything you threw at it. Number 9, the 1988 Chevrolet CK-1500. This was the start of something big. The 1988 CK-1500 launched GM's GMT400 platform, and right out of the gate, it made a name for itself as a workhorse. The clean, boxy design still turns heads among classic truck fans, but it's what's underneath that really counts. These trucks were simple, tough, and easy to fix. Pair one with a small block 350 V8 and you had a truck that felt like it could run forever as long as you showed it some basic care. Chevy nailed the balance between rugged construction and user-friendly design in this truck. It had decent ride quality for the time and was relatively advanced with features like independent front suspension. But reliability was its claim to fame. Plenty of owners still drive these trucks daily today, some pushing 300,000 miles or more. The GMT 400 didn't try to be flashy, it just did its job day after day, year after year. Number 8, the 2004 Dodge Dakota. The 2004 Dakota often flew under the radar, but for those who owned one, it was a reliable companion through thick and thin. Sitting right between a compact and a full-size truck, it offered just enough size and power without being overkill. The available 4.7-liter V8 gave it respectable torque and towing capacity, while the simpler 3.7-liter V6 kept things economical and dependable. Where the Dakota really shined was in its no-nonsense build. It didn't have the polish or prestige of its full-size siblings, but it didn't need to. These trucks were built to work, quietly, consistently, and without drama. Mechanics appreciated how straightforward they were to repair, and owners loved how they just kept going and going and going, kind of like the Energizer Bunny. Number 7, the 2007 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The 07 Silverado marked the beginning of a new generation, but it held tight to what made Chevy trucks so respected, that 5.3-liter Vortec V8. This engine had already proven itself to be a low-maintenance, long-lasting workhorse, and it only got better with time. Quiet, efficient, and surprisingly strong, it became the heart of a truck that just didn't know how to quit. What really pushed the 2007 Silverado into reliable territory wasn't just the engine, but it was the total package. The frame was stiffer, the ride was smoother, and the interior finally caught up to the times. But even as the truck got more refined, it never sacrificed the tough, dependable bones that made it a favorite among tradesmen and families alike. It wasn't flashy, but if you wanted a truck that would last for years with minimal headaches, this was it. Number 6, the 1993 Ford F-350. Now, before diesel engines got crowded with emission systems and electronic complexity, there was the 7.3-liter Power Stroke. Introduced in 1993, this beast quickly earned a reputation as one of the most bulletproof diesel engines ever made. In the F-350 Super Duty truck, it became a legend, built to tow mountains, haul houses, and do it all without breaking a sweat. Owners loved the fact that these trucks could clock 300,000 to 500,000 miles without major issues, and when problems did pop up, they were usually pretty easy to fix. The 7.3 didn't rely on finicky electronics, it just delivered raw mechanical reliability. The rest of the truck was just as stout, with a solid frame, simple suspension, and rugged drivetrain. Ask any longtime Ford truck guy what the best diesel ever was, and there's a good chance they'll point to this one without blinking. Number 5. The 2010 Ram 1500. When Ram redesigned the 1500 in 2009, it changed the game with bold styling and a smooth riding coil spring rear suspension. But by 2010, they'd ironed out early quirks and the truck hit its stride, especially with the 5.7-liter Hemi under the hood. That engine wasn't just strong, it was rock solid. It pulled hard, sounded great, and most importantly, it lasted. What made the 2010 Ram 1500 stand out in terms of reliability was how well-rounded it was. It didn't just tow and haul, it was comfortable, tech-forward for its time, and well-built. Owners racked up high mileage without major issues, and the powertrain was happy to work hard day in and day out. Even today, these trucks hold their value well because people know, well, they were built to last. Number 4. The 2003 Chevrolet Avalanche 1500. The 2003 Avalanche was one of those trucks that confused people at first, but once you drove it, you got it. It had the utility of a pickup with the comfort of a Suburban, and at the core of it all was GM's rock-solid 5.3-liter V8. That engine had already built a reputation for being nearly indestructible, and in the Avalanche, it delivered both power and longevity with ease. Even better was the fact that this truck was pretty simple to deal with. The drivetrain was shared with other GM trucks and SUVs, so parts were cheap and easy to find. The engine could easily surpass 200,000 miles with routine oil changes, and the transmission, if treated well, kept pace. Add in the unique midgate that lets you expand the bed into the cabin, and you have a practical, long-lasting truck that didn't get enough credit at the time but has since earned its stripes. Number 3. The 2009 Ford F-150. By 2009, the Ford F-150 was already the best-selling truck in America, but this model year helped cement its legacy. With more advanced features, a tougher frame, and a new design that balanced utility with everyday comfort, the 2009 F-150 became the go-to for people who wanted a truck that could do it all and keep doing it for years. The 5.0-liter V8 engine became the fan favorite for its durability and long-term dependability. It was simple, powerful, and could easily cross the 200,000-mile mark without major issues. Even the newer 3.5-liter EcoBoost, though more complex, showed impressive longevity in real-world use. Combined with one of the strongest frames in the segment and a reputation for build quality, the 2009 F-150 proved that reliability doesn't have to come at the cost of comfort or innovation. Number 2. The 1994 Dodge Ram 2500. When Dodge rolled out the 1994 Ram 2500, it didn't just introduce a new look, it brought a revolution. And at the heart of it was the 5.9-liter Cummins turbo diesel, a straight-six engine that's now legendary for its toughness. Unlike other diesel of the time, the 5.9 was brutally simple. No complex computers, no fragile electronics, just old-school engineering that refused to quit. People who bought this truck knew what they were getting. It wasn't the most refined ride, and the interior was nothing to write home about, but reliability was off the charts. These trucks regularly push past 500,000 miles, and many are still on the road today. For farmers, haulers, or anyone who needed a truck that could work hard every day without breaking down, the 94 Ram 2500 was the gold standard. Number 1. 1999 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. When the Silverado 2500 HD dropped in 1999, it signaled a new era for Chevy's heavy-duty lineup. And while the truck itself was all new, what really stole the spotlight was the introduction of the 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine a short time later. Built in partnership with Isuzu, this engine was built to outlast the competition. The Duramax combined raw pulling power with cutting-edge reliability. Early models were putting out some serious torque while staying surprisingly fuel-efficient for a heavy-duty rig. And unlike some of the more finicky diesels from the era, the 6.6-liter proved time and time again that it could handle abuse, long miles, and hard work without flinching. Pair that with the legendary Allison transmission and you had a drivetrain combo that was basically untouchable. The Silverado 2500 HD wasn't just a truck, it was a long-term partner. That kind of reliability is rare, and it's why this Silverado earns the #1 spot. Have you ever owned one of these trucks before? Let us know what your experience was like in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the car world. Check out our next video on the top 10 Mopar classic cars that will blow your mind. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.